Oh. You guys ready? Ready, Chavita?
Yeah, bro. Let's get it.
Ready, Javi?
Ready?
Okay. What's going on, YouTube? It's Cruz back with Toxic Kinks. Today we got another guest. Today we got another female. Today we got
Gwen.
It's Gwen. We got Chavita.
Yeah. We're back at it, bro.
My dog Javi back at it for another episode with us. How's it going?
Bueno.
Like I told the audience, we're getting ready to do more female podcasts because we want their side of the stories. I feel like us guys we have enough podcasts already out there where we tell our part of the story. You guys don't want hearing our story. We get it. So now it's time to hear the women's part. So the way me and Gwen went was, we went to middle school together, right? Mm-hmm. But we never really talked to each other. So the way I kind of just got her on the podcast, I kind of had to slide in the DM. She threw a little picture on the IG, and I just kind of went for it. So the topic I want to get now was, what do you think about DMs? Like, have you gotten like some like crazy DMs like in the DMs?
Yeah, my DMs, like, I don't want to sound like cocky, but probably like 3 DMs a day, to be honest. And like, one guy kind of chilled out, but yeah, I would get like oh, I want to eat your ass and stuff like that. And it's like, why are y'all so bold? Like, it's just like, ask me some nice questions or just compliment me. So it's like some out of pocket shit for sure.
So guys like us, like for example, like I don't think I know how to DM, right? Like I only reason I DM is to like keep on the podcast. Mm-hmm. But how would you how would you want someone like DM you?
Not really DM me at all. Like,
not at all?
I mean,
really?
like DMs are cool, but like.
Are you more like meeting in person type of thing?
Yeah,
or?
So the way I am is like, I wish I could just meet someone like at the gym or off the streets or something. Like, I don't like communicating over text because then you already have like a perspective of what I'm supposed to be like. Mm-hmm. And like, I just want to not have that. I just want to meet you like in person and go from there. So
how about this? How about if there's someone who, like, for example, one of us or anyone else that, we don't see you too often, but we did go to school with you, and hey, I maybe want to hit her up. But if you're talking about that you want to meet someone in person and we don't really see you, how would we?
No, I get that. Like, there's a line. Like, of course, I've slid into DMs. Like, I've done that too. Like, I'm not saying like I don't want no DMs, but like, take it from there. Yeah. Like, ask me for my number. Just be straight up and like, let's get to know each other. Not just, hey, text me off there for a minute and then.
Also, kind of just get straight to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Cool.
So I'm a very straightforward person, so like I want it that way too.
No wasting time.
No wasting time. That's pretty cool. I never knew that.
I mean, what did I just tell you? Just be straightforward earlier.
Exactly. Like
you just told me a little advice thing, and I told him, bro, just be straightforward.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like this generation we're just getting bolder now. We're getting bolder. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I used to be very like shy and like reserved and everything, but I don't really give a fuck now. Like, if you don't like me, you don't like me. If you do, you do. So it's
facts.
I don't care.
Yeah. So let's say if you were like someone just caught your eye, you're like, oh shit, and I gotta DM them. Like, what would you say to them?
If I DM them?
Yeah.
I usually tell them that they're handsome or.
Okay, respectful.
Like, I've got a DM from that. From a guy saying, oh, I bet you call them all handsome, which is kind of true, but like, I think handsome's a nice word, and I think that shows like. It's not you're fine, like, because I don't like that compliment getting that as a female, so I feel like I want to be respectful and like, you're handsome, like, just leave it there and then like see if they make a move. Yeah.
Handsome is what's it called? It's a
mature
word.
Yeah.
Like most girls nowadays say, oh, you're so cute, you're so this and that, but handsome, yeah, that's up there.
And like, I don't like to be too pushy too, like. If you don't want me, you don't want me. I'm not going to keep, like, biting at that. Right. So that's why I say, like, hey, that. And then if you're interested in me, then we can go from there.
Where's that line that you draw, if it's being too pushy or if it's... Like, what's that line to you?
So if I get the vibes that, if I just got a thank you, I'm out. Like, I won't even reply. I'll probably just, like, the text. Like, I'm not going to hit you back, like, if you're not like, oh, you too, because then I'm like, oh, shit, well, you don't think I'm cute. Yeah. Like, you could have said that. So it's just, like... I'll leave it alone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I'm not a pushy bitch. I'm not like, oh, I want you. Like, no.
Okay. So, are you in the dating world right now? Like, are you dating or are you kind of locked in?
So, I've been, like, single for 2 years, but, like, I'm dating, but not really. Like, I love being alone, and I like being, like, I like working. I like going to the gym. I like my schedule. And, like, I'm open to dating someone, but, like, I want to find that right person, so I'm like in no rush, but it's, I'm open to it. I think everything happens for a reason, and it'll come when it's ready, so.
Okay. So a question Javi was just talking about, so if you were to like date someone, right, and you think like they're the one, but they have the same name as your ex, do you think there could be a future there?
Is that a deal breaker?
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah.
Really, no matter
I mean-
if that person is like way better than your ex and he's everything you dream for,
It's
but
tough.
his name is Jose and so was your ex. Like,
That was my ex's name, one of them.
yeah,
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. But
I'm not.
I don't know. Like, of course, it doesn't take away from the person. Like, they're not the same person, but like, I just would feel weird. Like, that's the same kind of vibes as like dating the same name as like my brother. Like, I don't like that. I'm not gonna date someone that has the same name as my brother.
That's true. I did date a girl one time.
So I feel like it's just the same. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you do have a point. I wouldn't want to date someone who's the same name as my sister. That's a little weird.
Cause I dated my first girlfriend when I was in Wisconsin. Her name was Emma. My mom's name was Emma. So it's like, and then my mom like hated that because like, all right, really, like,
So even
she like, Cruz, really, like, come on now. So I have to.
Shit, at that point, would you make her change her name or no? Not.
Yeah, please.
Hey, fuck it. If she's the one.
If she's the one, fuck it, we gotta work something out.
What like toxic traits do you think you have? Like I'm talking in like what relationships, friendships, anything.
Personal.
Yeah, personal stuff. Like something that you just like something you're just gonna keep doing. That's like me. Like I dip. Like when the situation gets hard, I'm just gonna get away for a little bit, you know, until it dies down by itself.
Yeah, I would say that I took that from my last relationship. Like, I shut down very easily, and like I don't want to have a conversation. Like if I'm pissed off, like that's that. And so that's like one thing that I'm trying to fix, and like I want to find someone that I can actually like have a conversation after and like sort things out, because I'm not going to sort the problem out. Like I'm kind of like that. I'll just leave, and then like the problem will either not be talked about again, or it's just going to keep happening. So I think that's like one thing that's really bad that I want to fix, but hopefully it just comes with the right person. So
What about you, Javi? Whenever you guys have like confrontation or so with your ex-girlfriend, how did that work? Did you like stay or would you like?
You know, it all depends. Someone just doesn't want to be the only one trying to fix the problem, you know? Like,
Exactly.
if we're both trying, you know, we both sit down and have a conversation and try to fix it.
Yeah.
But, you know, if sometimes, and this could also, is not necessarily a toxic bit, you know, if sometimes you just need to back away, you know, and just give yourself some time instead of always yelling and getting so upset, you know, sometimes you just need to give each other some space. But other times it's not even about the space, it's about them just not wanting to fix the problem, you know? And that happens a lot with people, you know? I'm the type of person, that's my toxic trait, like,
Yeah.
I bottle everything up, you know what I mean? Instead of me sitting down and really thinking and fixing problem at a time, I just, like, bottle it up, you know, throw it behind me, don't worry about it, but it always blows up in the end, you know? That's my toxic trait.
Okay.
So that has to do with relationships and just personal life in general, you know? So that's another thing that I need to work on.
And you, whenever you had a thing, like a little fling, things going on,
one.
and then like, you got confronted, like how would that work for you? You just dip or, like,
Nah, I mean-
you know the question?
I mean, I wouldn't trip about it because I knew I wasn't serious, you know?
Yeah.
With the girl, so I wouldn't trip about it. I mean, we never really had any like
Yeah.
issues because we were just linked up for that situation, you know? But, yeah, bro, I mean, it's cool. But when I did have girls, like, bro, it's toxic, bro. Toxic. Yeah.
Straight toxic.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, nice. I see you have some tattoos.
I do.
Would you ever get like your loved ones name tattooed on you?
no, the only like exception I see with that is if my loved one passed away. Like I would get something in like,
Memory from?
yes, but like I had a coworker who got someone that passed away, her boyfriend, and then like her new man was upset at that. And I was like, that's fucked up. Like if your new man's going to be upset about your boyfriend that passed away, like you got some real issues. You're not with the right person. So like
I mean,
in memory for sure.
it's a little weird for the next guy. You know what I mean?
I can see it. I
But
can
that's
see it.
something
I
that
get-
you have to understand, you know, because everyone has a past, and you have to like not be worried about their past. You know, like
Yeah,
you have to sort of let all that go. So if that's what she dealt with in her life, that's what she dealt with. You know. So if you're willing to start something new with that person, it starts from the day you guys met on, not whatever she lived through.
And it's not like to be fucked up, like, this doesn't mean, but like that person's dead too. So it's like if that man's really feeling some type of way, it's like all that girl has is the memories. Like
Exactly.
you can't go hit him up. Like, so yeah, that's the only time.
Now let's say you dated someone and they had like his like ex-wife's name, but she's still alive, tatted on him.
No.
You can't do it.
I'd tell him to get it covered.
I mean, what about you? Let's say like you went with a girl and she got like, let's say Romeo on her fucking arm. What do you?
Nigga named Romy? Oh,
Romeo. Romeo.
You feel disrespected, bro. This nigga Romy?
I like Romeo.
Nah, I mean, like, I'll know for sure she'll get that shit covered up, bro. Throw on a little flower, a little sun, a little
Put some
butterfly.
makeup or whatever.
Something, nigga.
Whenever you're around me or
somewhere I
something.
can see it, bro.
For real. Bro, what would you do? What would you do one day? This is like a funny question. What would you do one day if you're about to clap cheeks or something with a new girl? You take off her pants or whatever, and you see her boyfriend's face on her right ass cheek.
Or her name,
What the
bro.
hell would you
Or
do,
her
bro?
name. How you feeling?
If she's so bad, would you still pipe or no?
Yeah, I'm still hearing
Yes.
that. Guaranteed, bro. But, like, and then I'll feel a little weird after, you know? Like, I don't know if I'll feel weird or not. If I'll feel, like, good. I'll be like, nah, I just hit this nigga's girl, you know? But then I'll be like, oh, I don't know. Like, that's low-key weird. Like,
Yeah.
like, you know, what the fuck? What's going on? Like,
She
you
might
with
put
him still?
she might put you on the left cheek,
Yeah,
bro.
Sneaky links. Like, what's your opinion on that? What do you
I
think about
honestly
that?
don't do that.
You don't do that?
No, I haven't like sneaky linked for
You don't do the sneakies?
like over a year.
It's been a year.
I just like my thing is like if I don't have time for like a relationship, I'm not gonna have time for that. Like, and I don't want to like possibly have that rep. So I don't want to do it.
Now, the reason I asked that is because would you guys ever take a sneaky link out on a date? So let's say like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say like one night, it's throughout the day, right? He texts you, hey, what are you doing later? Like, I don't know. Do you want to go with something to eat later?
I've been taken on a date as a sneaky link.
Really?
Yeah, and like I'm an overthinker, so it got me thinking like, oh shit, like
What
this
do
man
people-
wants me. Like, no,
Okay.
like not about that. Like, just like, oh, like I'm gonna make this guy my man, but like it never happened, and then I got upset. But like, I don't think it's an issue. Like I think it's, I don't know. I feel like
Just throw on the shades. Just throw
I
on the
feel like
shades.
Sneaky links like has changed. Like there's more
You're like,
than
yeah.
just fucking. Like I feel like they do more things with each other. Like I don't know.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like nowadays, you know what I mean? Like most of the relationships you see out there aren't even official relationships. You know, they're
Exactly.
just two friends with benefits, pretty much. You know,
That's what
like,
it is,
That's
yeah.
even considered a sneaky link nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know. I feel like there's always sneaky links out there, but most of the time they're just two friends. You know, like this. You probably see them all the time. You think they're dating when they're really not even dating. You know, they're just fucking or something. You know, like.
That's true. What about you, Chad? Would you doing on a date?
Nah, I don't know.
No?
I mean, just to like a little, like, you know, a little before, like a little.
A little ice cream?
What do you mean?
It's like-
Sort of to like win her over type of stuff, or
No,
what do you
you
mean?
know, like right before when you're about to go, you just get a little Dutch or something. Go
Oh, yeah.
get a
Oh,
little-
yeah,
like
yeah.
just
Yeah, yeah.
some, just
Of
before,
course.
just
Yeah.
some little shit like that, or like go smoke a blunt before or something, just little shit
Okay.
like that. But like I don't really count that as like
A date.
I don't know, I waste no penny on, you know.
Ease the anxiety? Okay, respect.
I used to chill, bro. Just to chill before a nut.
So now talking about that. So let's say we have exes, right? We all have exes in this room. And let's say they're trying to work things out with another person, but we're still over here messing around with our exes while they're trying to work with someone else. Like how are you feeling that situation? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what do you mean? So let's say I have an ex who's trying to work out problems with someone, or who's trying to work out with someone else.
Yeah, but she's still coming over to your crib to come, you know, do the thug thizzle with you.
Well, I mean, that's her new man's problem. That's not my problem. You know what I mean? Like,
But are you telling are you telling him, or are you just gonna like keep it to no?
No, bro. Fuck no.
nah.
Cause
I mean, I don't know, bro.
that
Like,
boy.
it's a dick move, but that ain't my problem. You know, that's something that he has to figure out with her. You know, like that's because he's the one who wants to be in a relationship with her. I'm not anymore. You know, like at that point, that would be a sneaky link. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So
Damn, imagine turning your ex into a sneaky link, bro.
that'd be crazy.
What about you?
That's happened.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's
It
happened. Oh yeah,
happens.
yeah.
Yeah, so like my ex was trying to like he was in a full on relationship.
Oh, he was with someone.
Yeah. And like he would still link with me. And like it's kind of fucked up on my end because I knew what I was doing too, and like I still apologize to him to this day because like I was one of the reasons why their shit didn't work, but that's on him too. Like you were the one hitting me up like in a relationship. I was single, like
And then you guys always have some kind of feelings for each other. So it's always in
Exactly,
the history's always gonna be there.
yeah.
Like, think about it this way: you were with that person for let's say 3 years, and you only fucked that one person. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you're gonna miss that a little bit, you know.
Exactly.
So even when you guys aren't together, you know, like you probably get hit up, like you're trying to link up, trying to meet up, you're just trying to fuck, you know.
And those be the best messages, bro. Like, you know, you be thinking like, fuck, should I? Nah.
Should I
And then you
risk
be
it?
like, should I? And then,
Should I
nah,
risk
you
it?
know?
And then the hardest part is
Then
when
you're
you're
like,
there,
fuck.
trying not to remember all the good times you had, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to leave all that shit behind and just do business, do the do, and did.
Yeah, bro.
That's it.
It's like time you've been in a relationship for. Cause I've been in one for like 2 years. How long you been in?
Almost 3 years.
3 years. You?
Like for a year.
For a year. What's the longest you've been?
I would
in?
say almost 3 years.
And why did it end?
It was just like we had a lot of good times and everything, and I still have love for him, of course, but we were just really fucking toxic, like both ends. Not gonna admit, or I am going to admit, like I was fucking awful, and like I never want to be like that again. So that's why I think I've spent so much time being single, working on myself, because I don't want to treat another person that way.
Facts. Yeah.
And I know how not to be treated now. So like every red flag I see in guys, I just cut them off. Like I'm really bad. Yeah, like I'm super picky, but I feel like I have a right to be picky because of what I've went through. And like, you know, he had that little relationship for like quite a couple months, and then he's been single ever since. And like, we still talk here and there and whatnot, but like, it will never work out. Like, I know that us two together just are toxic. Like, we're the same person, and it's just like, it's not good. So,
Yeah. So I have a question about that. So you see one red flag on him and you cut him off, but if it's the right person, you wouldn't stay to help him change that, or would you give him a chance to change that? Because maybe they also got it from their past relationship too. Would you give him a chance to sort of fix that, or would you still cut him off, even though he was an amazing person and you like there was more good qualities than bad? You know what I mean?
That's a hard one. I honestly have never thought about it that way.
But it also depends on what type of
Yeah.
red flag it is, right? Obviously, if it's like hitting type of shit, yeah, like fuck out of there, you know. But like if it's something little where you consider a red flag, would you still give him the chance to fix it?
Or prove himself?
Going forward from this, yeah. Now that I have that mindset opened up, now that you mentioned that, for sure. But like, I don't know. Half of these red flags that I see, you gotta be clean, are like fucking red flags, and like they're from my like same shit as my ex, or just shit that I don't want to deal with. Where it's like, if you're already showing me this a couple weeks
we're
in,
just talking,
like how
like,
are you gonna be when I'm dating you
Oh,
or
yeah, you're
comfortable with me? Like, I went on a date a while ago.
Ooh.
And this man's told me, he was talking like in a story, and like I'm the type of person who doesn't like quiet. So like when you're telling me a story, I'm like, like that's normal. This man literally told me to wait.
Wait, what do you mean, like?
Like he was telling the story, and I was going, and he goes, wait, let me finish. And I literally was like, oh my God, I should have never fucking went out with you. Like you're telling me to wait on the first date, like, And so that like
Wait, as in like don't talk?
yes.
Oh.
Like who the fuck says that?
I mean,
like,
Damn.
Yeah, what if he said it like, oh wait, hold on, let me just finish real quick before you say anything? Like, was that different, or did he say it like in a rude way? Like,
I literally was saying, That's not even
Yeah,
speaking, and
yeah,
he
no.
literally said, "Wait, let me finish."
see,
And
because
was
I
like,
have that tendency of cutting people's conversation short. That's my problem. Like like when we're in a podcast and you're saying something, I'm always like, whoa, but this and that. Like, so is it something like
That's
that?
all
or-
good.
no, he was like stern with his voice, like
Yeah.
sound like a dad, bro.
What do you think are your biggest red flags? Like when looking.
Mine?
Yeah, like when talking. To
You've been out in the dating world and seeing guys. What are like the first
okay.
things where you're like,
So one of them recently, like very obsessed, like the week that I'm texting him, like. And I can tell when I'm like not giving him enough attention, he'll like double text me with like not something petty, but it's like, oh, okay, like have a great rest of your day. Like I didn't answer you for an hour and you're over here like that. Like, ew, I can't stand that. Like
some
you
weird
know
shit.
I work, you know I'm at work 8 to 5. Like I have no time to be texting you every fucking minute. So like shit like that, just overly attached when we're not even talking like that. Like it's a week in or a month, like I need my space, or
you gotta bounce?
yeah, just like really like disrespectful, like just to anyone. I don't know. I can't really think of my red flags off the top of my head, but
What's the difference to you of like confidence? Like where is it where they're being too confident, or where now it's
Cocky?
cocky? Yeah.
I mean, I would honestly say that on social media, like I probably seem cocky to a lot of people because I post myself a lot, but it's like that's my Instagram. Like when I'm feeling myself, that's the first place that I post. I don't have no private story on Instagram. I don't have Twitter. I don't have anything. Like I literally only have Instagram.
Yeah.
Snapchat, I don't post anymore. So it's like I may seem cocky, but guys that are cocky, I feel like I don't know.
Like,
I mean, what's cocky to you? Like, let's say if someone says like, "Hey, you're like gorgeous as fuck," you know, you're hella beautiful, gives you so many compliments. But what is the borderline? What becomes cocky? You know.
When they start talking about themselves too much.
Yeah, like I don't like that. Like, of course, I want to get to know you and everything, but like, you're obsessed with yourself at that point when it's like you should be obsessed with me. You know.
Yeah, so what about that? What if he just only talks about you and compliments you all the time? Let's say you send him a picture and you have beautiful eyes. The next picture you have a beautiful smile. Or, you know what I mean? Is that a little too much or?
I mean, I've never had like a nice guy like that. So this last one that I was just telling you guys about, who was like, "Oh, take care." Like if I didn't text him for an hour, like he was giving me a lot of compliments, and that's not something that I'm really used to. So like I'm not used to a nice guy, so it's kind of like, oh, like not making me cringe, but I'm just like, oh fuck, this is a lot. Like I'm not used to it. So like I'll take a compliment here and there, but not just like
Right away.
back to back to back, because I don't know, like I compliment you back too, but at that point it's just going to get very transactional and one-sided, and you're just going to keep giving me shit, and I'm just going to be thank you like
Okay.
so
So now back to the dating thing. What advice do you have for like? Cause how old are you?
20, 21.
20. So what advice do you have for like the girls that just turned 18 going into like the real world, which is college, real life? Like what advice do you have them for dating right now? Because think right now they're entering a world where it's like, okay, cool, now they have, now everybody has fakes now, so you can go into, and now they're meeting older people, right? So what advice do you have for the girls out there dating right now?
I would say don't date right now, just have fun, but please be careful, because there's a lot of shit that you can get into, not just like getting pregnant or like STDs and shit, but like just meeting wrong people and getting fucked up too young. Like you don't want that like emotional trauma and damage too early. And I feel like that's like me. I got into that relationship still in high school.
Yeah.
And like it took me 2 years still like growing from that. So like
Facts.
I fucked myself up as a kid, like, and like my future relationships, and I've apologized to him for that too, because he was young too, and like we literally hurt each other just as little babies, like, so I would just, that's my advice, not to get into anything too serious, just go with the flow and
Right, Chella?
have fun.
Kind of what he always says, just go with the flow. He always
Yeah.
says, just go with the flow.
You
Straight
just
kicking
gotta-
it.
Like
Yeah.
whatever happens,
Happens, exactly.
Life continues.
That's what I'm saying. Would you ever change your personality to get to know, to get to be with someone? You know what I'm saying?
I was literally just having this conversation with my coworker this morning. So I'm very like, so I work, in the hospital, I have patients and everything. I'm very like matchy to people's personalities. Like you guys I feel comfortable with, I can be myself, but like when I have a patient in the room and everything, I match their energy. So like I'm a different person with each patient.
Okay.
So like, for example, on all these dates that I've been going on, for the first date, I'll match their energy like perfectly. Like, oh, I do that too. Like, like be a little fake, of course, but like, like, I just want to like be like their type. But no, after that first date, that's when I'll usually just bounce, because I know that I'm not your type. I know that we don't really have shit in common, and like it's not gonna work. So,
So normally you're the one who makes the decision, and you don't let the guy pretty much.
ghost a lot.
Yeah.
It's really bad. I ghost a lot, and I feel bad, but
I'm
I'm upfront, but like I'm not upfront when it comes to shit like that, and I feel really bad for ghosting. But like, once again, if you're not reaching out to me anymore, you obviously don't care, and like we just talked or texted for a week, like I should not mean that much to you. So like, I don't know, I just bounce.
And what about you? Like, would you ever like change your personality? Like, let's say you meet a 10, right? And then she's like, and she's just like fire, but she's like a pretty girl. Like, you gotta act act a different way to get to know her, or like get to be with her.
Yeah.
You do?
I would, bro.
I don't. I just
have to.
Yeah,
really.
You would have to, bro.
If she's a 10, fuck
Hey,
yeah.
bro, if she's bad and she's worth it, you
Y'all
have to
do
chill.
that much for the puss? Like,
That's not even for that. It's,
what is
if
it
she's
for
a 10.
then? If y'all are looking for a wife and y'all don't have the same personality, then what's the point? Like,
Yeah,
why
okay,
do
you got
it
me there,
for
yeah.
that reason.
That's true.
Would I change? Nah, I don't think I ever changed why. I want to talk. I want to like be open right away. Like this is what I am. This is what I come.
Yeah.
What is what I provide. Here it is. I lay it out, and then we go from there. But if it's to like get to know someone, no, I'll throw in a little lie. Like I don't know. Like yeah.
If it's just like a girl that I just meet for a night or two, I'm not gonna change. Obviously, I'm gonna be myself. Like, oh, let's smoke a blunt, whatever. You know what I mean? But obviously, if it's like damn, like a girl I'm trying to talk to and meet her.
Yeah, obviously you want her to like you too. You know, so They're
Change
like,
a little
what do you
bit.
mean by change like personality?
Like
you
I'm
know?
saying, like where you're not yourself on this date, right?
Try
Oh
hard.
no, you gotta be yourself. If not,
Exactly.
you're not yourself. You know, you're already setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
you have to be yourself because that's when you know if she's gonna like you or not. Just like you're saying, you know what I mean. That's how you know if you're gonna be into a guy. If they're not themselves, like in a month or so, they're gonna show you their true colors, and that could be the worst time. You know, like when you start already like connecting more with them. So first impression always counts. You know, you always gotta be yourself and.
That see me, like I said, I've never had to change my personality. It's kind of who I am, and it's like if let's say they don't like reply after the date, and it is what it is. You know, you just keep going with the flow. Like nice guys finished last, cause there was a time where I was a really nice guy, right? And then I hit this like rock bottom thing. I just turned into this fucking like just animal, right? Where I was just like reckless. Do you think you know what I'm saying? Cause I had to, cause I was in that phase where I was like, okay, well I'm too nice right now, so now I'm just trying to just like not care. Once I stopped caring, that's kind of when
See, it's way different.
that's kind of when like it came just a little easier for me.
Yeah.
When I was really nice, it was like, man, I'm trying.
Yeah, because I will be honest, like I said earlier, the nice guys are kind of cringy. Like yes, I know that you guys are, you know, the way that I see it is like you're over complimenting me to the point where like you're just trying to get, you know, some puss or like I don't know, like you're really just trying to sweet talk me to get something else. Like you're not trying to get to know me. Like, so yeah, I really do think that nice guys should just tone it down just a little bit and just stick up for themselves. Like, don't just do everything for that bitch. Like,
So what advice do you have for the nice guys out there? The old us, the old me.
just be a little more aggressive. Get in there a little bit.
I feel like I need to be a little more nice guy, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you should tell me last night at the gym, bro. Chumbo, like I'm back, cause he's back on social media again. Well, I'm halfway there, and that was funny. But
Don't follow me.
on Snap. Let's see what else I had. What else? So what's your like ideal plan in like 2 years? I feel like the 5-year plan is like kind of scratch. Like us three, like we already got our plans. Like we kind of know what path we want to take. What about you? What's your plan you have in like 2 years?
So I have like several plans that I want to take. So I hate school. Like school is just not for me. So I'm a medical assistant right now. So I tried to go to WCC and whatnot right after high school. I failed. Like I just can't do school. So I went to a trade school just for MA, which is like perfect. I love that stuff. Like just that one topic. So I really like my goal is to be an ultrasound technician or X-ray tech, but I have to go to school for that and then back to like WCC to get all that shit done, which I don't want to do. School's like holding me back. I don't want to go to school. So right now,
It was lame.
it fucking sucks. Like I'm happy where I am right now, but like I know I need to make more money, and I like for myself I want. So I really want to do tattoos.
Nice. You should.
So I'm like practicing that right now, and I could be making more money doing that than ultrasound tech and X-ray. So like right now, I'm just gonna stay doing MA and everything, and then just practice that shit, and hopefully I can get good at that. And
My new law.
Yeah. What do you consider cheating?
so I've been cheated on before, so that's like a sensitive topic. I would say like I'm even like I get pressed about liking girls' pictures. Like I think
Really?
that's not cheating, obviously, but like
That's how it starts.
that's gonna that's
How it
like
starts.
Yeah.
like I don't know, like go ahead, have Instagram, have your social media and shit, but if you're not showing me respect, like especially if people know that we are dating and you're out here liking other girls' pictures, like especially the stories, like not gonna lie, like I have some men that are taken that are liking my stories, and I'm like, y'all are like nasty. Like you have a girl and you're liking a story. Like liking a story to me is personal. Like you know what you're doing if you're liking a story.
You're trying to get enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I like like texting a girl for sure cheating. Like you obviously have an intent of doing something with her. You got her number for some reason. You got her Snap. Like so I'd say texting is where it starts cheating for me. Like yeah.
When you got cheated on, did you catch him? Like or how'd you find
It
out?
was so embarrassing. So I'll just get into that. Who gives a fuck? So this was like early on into my relationship too, and I stayed with him for a year and a half later. Like, so I pulled up to Target, and I had his necklace on, and I saw one of my friends there that worked there, and she was friends with the girl that he had cheated on me with. And she looked at my neck and goes, "Oh, y'all are back together." And I said, "Wait, we never broke up. We were just on a break." And she's like, "Oh, girl, like I gotta tell you." And I was like, I literally.
Right at work? That's crazy.
Well, went to Target to like shop with my friend, so that my friend was there. She got to know too, and I was like, I felt so embarrassed. Like, it just, like, literally.
Like, what was the first thing that went to your head? What was the first thing that went to your head?
Like, embarrassment. Like,
embarrassment that you were you were still with him, or embarrassment of what?
yeah, like that I didn't know anything was going on. And, like, I even knew it too, bro, because, like, the night that we went on a break, like, he never shaved his fucking dick, bro.
Ooh.
And then the
shaved.
one night that he's going out to a party,
He's
shaved.
yeah.
And, like, I thought that, I was like, that's sus.
You know
like,
what that means,
you
boy.
know, and
You know what
I
that means,
just-
Bobby?
Trying to get the dude, do the dude.
So,
He's trying to get something.
sucks.
He's mowing the grass.
And freak.
For real.
Fucking field.
Trying to show it off, nigga.
No,
For real. No, what did they say? Shaved dick or shaved pussy means busy pussy or busy dick. That's how it is.
I guess.
Come on,
It
bro.
depends on the person too, you know what I mean? But
Oh,
you
how
expect,
can you
know?
be not more obvious? Like, but
So
no,
that wasn't
I
a red flag once you seen that? Like, you didn't ask him why the fuck you shaved?
That was like, so I was in, you know, a relationship before that for 2 years, like early high school, freshman and sophomore,
Yeah.
like junior, half a junior. And then I got with him end of junior, like rest of till I was like 19. And so I was just in love with him, bro. And he was older than me. And like, he was my perfect guy. And like, I thought about the times that we had good together more than the bad times. And like, I let anything slide and vice versa. Like, I mean,
You just didn't want to lose him.
yeah, I never was out cheating or anything, but he likes to claim that I cheated, of course, you know. They always do that. So, it wasn't a red flag. Like, of course, we had an argument over it and everything, but, like, we stayed together. For example, we were on a break at the time. Like, I never would do shit on my breaks. Like, I love that man. I was trying to send him paragraphs over here, taking me back. Like, hello, I'm here. And he was over.
Oh, you did that? You would try to get him back?
Oh, fuck.
I did a couple times
I
too.
was
I begged a couple. I'm not gonna lie.
It depends on the person. You know?
I begged a couple times.
Because our breaks, like, we were that toxic where, I'm sure all y'all been this, but, like, your breaks aren't breaks. You know you're going to get back together in a week.
Yeah.
Like, you're never breaking up. So, it was one of those, but, yeah. So, I just think that he used that as an advantage.
Would you ever go through, like, any of your ex's phones? Because I went through,
I
like,
did that
so
too.
I went through one of mine one time because, like, you know, when you're just there, like, you guys go to bed and then you just wake up and you're just thinking, like, man, like, what would I find if I go through it, you know? And then you just
Pure regret.
And then you,
Pure regret that you even checked that shit.
and then you end up like, and then I saw something. It's like if you go and look for something, you're gonna find something.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't look for nothing.
So it's like I went and looking and boom.
Just, like, have a really strong gut feeling, and I know to trust that now. So, like, I had a gut feeling, and yeah, we were at my house, and he passed out, and I was like, I want to check it, like, because something happened, like, on Instagram, like, the week before that made me feel, like, hella sus, and I was like, I'm gonna check his phone, and sure enough, I checked his phone, and, like, just talking hella shit with his aunt about me, like, calling me white trash and shit.
Oh wow.
And I'm far from white trash, like,
Yeah.
and just like, oh, I'm inviting another girl over right now, and I was like, damn, bro, and I got him up right there and kicked him out. I was like, fuck you, like, that was the last straw.
Really?
Yeah, like, I'm not talking shit about me with your aunt, bro,
Your
and then you
family?
want me to be with you, like, and show up to your family parties. Fuck
that's
that,
crazy.
like,
Yeah,
you're
that's like-
embarrassing me, like.
That is embarrassing. Yeah.
Ugh,
And then that's a lot. And then one thing I did one time is I did embarrass an ex one time at a family party because we weren't dating yet, but we were like working things out, but the whole family knew her. And then someone had made a comment because we were talking about marriage. Like my mom's side, not a lot of people are married, so they were like, "Oh, Cruz, like like when's it gonna be your turn?" And then I was like, I think I was pretty lit. We were drinking a little bit, and I was like, and then I said, I was like, "Oh, like we're not even dating yet." And then she sat there like in the middle around everybody, and I felt really bad. So and I felt that feeling. I was like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that."
Yeah.
So I can see how that would be kind of embarrassing.
Oh yeah.
What about you? You guys ever been like? Oh, I've actually been like in the seat too, where I got embarrassed too. And you were just like, you're just sitting there like, okay, I want to leave now,
Like, yeah, what do you
but you
do?
can't because you're like 30 minutes away, or like, and then you didn't
I
drive
would
either.
dip. What the fuck? I don't care if I have to walk back.
Uber.
Shit up,
Yeah.
shit up.
Because like how we
Swoop.
were talking about the other podcast, that's disrespectful, you know? She can respect me. Dunzo right there. That's it.
Now, what's your opinion on like a high value man? Like now that this whole high value thing is a big thing. What's your what do you like? What's your opinion on him?
On a what?
On a high value man?
Oh.
Yeah. Like, what do you think a high value man is? Cause I mean, I ain't one
Because,
yet.
you know, us men can say stuff, but a real woman, you know what I mean? Like, it's what's gonna
Okay.
actually say what a real man is, you know?
I think my top 5 would be, I really like someone who's like family oriented because I love my family. I really don't have that many friends, so I'm hanging out with my mom anytime I can. My dad too. Communication for sure. Like, yeah. Trust definitely, and then I want someone to actually have a job. Like some guys are fucking bums. Like I can't do it.
There are a lot of bums here. A lot of guys don't have jobs here.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
And like I'm on my
in
grind.
Woodlawn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lots of bums in Woodland.
You guys know who you guys are.
You know who you are, nigga.
Job, bum ass. Get a job.
Start reclining that seat, nigga.
And then just a good time. Like I want you to have a personality and have fun. Like, yeah, not just some like.
So, is a high value man? Does money have to do with that or no?
No, cause.
Like I know you're talking about a job, but is
Yeah.
there like money? Like does money have to be involved for you to be with a guy?
No, but I think that you have to like be able to support yourself at least. Like,
Yeah, of course.
I can support myself, and I have enough money to support someone else. To be honest, and like buy them shit, but. If I'm doing that, I would at least expect that in return.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be no sugar mom. Like.
So let's say this. So let's say if you find that one guy with all the qualities, you know, for a high value man, but he's making let's say 50K a year, and that's not bad. You know what I mean? But then you find someone else who has let's say 2 of those qualities that you wish he had, but he doesn't. But he makes 600K a year. Ooh. Who you taking? All honesty here, you know what I mean?
All honesty, I would probably take the 50K because I think that being with someone, you can help them grow and you can open their minds. So hopefully if 50K is not bad at all, but like...
But have a side hustle or something.
Yeah, I could probably help them, get into something. I think it's all about encouragement. And if they see me doing good, I would hope that give you some motivation. So I'm all about just growing with that person, and if you guys do grow together, that's the right person. Exactly. So if I'm not motivating you in any way and just you can make 50, like I'll still support you. Like fuck no, like that's not me even looking out for myself. So
good answer.
Thank you.
So let's say we were to go out and we're to grab someone's number. How long should we wait to text them?
But let's say if it was at a club, we've seen some girl at a club.
Honestly, I would
the beach.
like
say that night, bro.
Yeah,
because you want to
right
link up with
after.
That same night.
That's someone you're never gonna see ever again, pretty much.
Really?
So yeah, if you're like in LA or somewhere that you on vacation, for sure, like right away, or just stay with them that night at the club and take them home. But like if I see you
at the grocery store, let's say.
Yeah, like in Woodland, if I see you at the grocery store.
At Rayleigh's.
Yeah, at Rayleigh's.
Get your number.
Ask for my number. Like I would expect something that night, probably.
Really?
That same day.
Let's say, what if he takes 3 days? Is that a turnoff for you?
It's not a turn off. It's just like. You came up to me asking for my number. What made you wait so long? Like I gave you my number. Yeah, true. It means that I'm somewhat interested or in what you're gonna say at least. So it's like, why not hit me up ASAP?
Yeah. So let's say that they met you at the grocery store. Literally 10 minutes after you got in your car and you get a text. Is that a little too pushy or not? Or is that a little too much or not? Because obviously for every person is different, some people think like, oh damn, this fool's so fucking horny, whatever, he just...
I mean, but okay, like put it this way, say that like I said earlier, slide into the DMs and get it straight there, like they snap me right away. That's the same shit as in person. Yeah. So I don't think I would care.
Okay.
Unless they're coming off hella like pushy
clingy,
right away. Yeah, no,
clingy.
like I said, I don't do that shit. So
after breakup, what ex you think glows up the best? Like, do you think it's the one that, like, moves on right away, or do you think it's the one that focuses on themselves?
To be honest, I think I blew up the best, which I was, like, heartbroken that he was the one getting into a relationship right away. So, like, I had time to heal myself. He's still not fully healing after 2 years.
Yeah.
Healed after, like, 2 years.
How'd you get over that breakup? Like, what'd you do? Because obviously, like, the first few days, you're just laying there, like, the fuck? Like,
yeah, like...
What happened?
I fall apart.
It's fucking hard. I mean, of course, like I think honestly, it was harder because our relationship was toxic in the first place the whole time. And so like with that, it was kind of easier to get over, but harder as well because it was like always that, oh shit, we're going to get back together. Like, I know us, like we're going to get back together. But no, I really just started working on myself, going to the gym. I love the gym. Working, like you really just got to keep yourself busy and not focus on that person. Like I know it's hard, but you can't think of the possible like what ifs of oh, we will get back together. Like nah, you just got to let that shit go. Not like occupy yourself with someone else, but just work on yourself. Like
so let's say this. So do you think this is a way to get over a relationship? You know how there's some people that think that, okay, the only way for me to get over this person who I really loved is to fuck a new bitch right away. No, do you think that is getting over someone or no?
No, because you're literally okay. I saw this thing recently where it's like I forgot what it was called, but it's like temporary things that make you feel good, and it's like scrolling on TikTok and shit, like on your phone, smoking, like that makes you feel good for a second.
Yeah.
Like fucking that bitch will make you feel good in that moment, but afterwards, bro,
Once you're
damn, what did I
home
just
alone,
do?
lame,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
like I want my girl. Like, oh, I shouldn't have fucked that girl. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't think so. I don't think that's a way to get over someone at all.
To be with someone else.
To fuck someone
Yeah,
else.
yeah. Okay, see, okay. Now that's where I messed up. That's like the way I like.
I feel like it does help a little bit. Like, you know what I mean?
I think it depends on the situation. Like, let's say like if we just broke up, just like mutually, like, hey, this isn't working out. But if it was like,
It feels like you got cheated on. Oh shit. at that
yeah.
point.
So there was like times where like I had to be like, oh dang, like really, like you went and did that. Okay, cool. Like,
How you said like with those relationships, every time you had a break, you knew that you were getting.
You know what I'm saying, though?
So it's tough to to go with someone new, because if you're still expecting to get back together, even though you know this time for sure you're breaking up, every time should have been for sure. Like
Exactly.
you
Oh
know what
yeah,
I mean?
it should have been for sure hella long ago, but
Yeah.
it happens when it's gonna happen. So
now, do you think like a change is always needed, like in your life? Like for example, like me moving back to Woodland, like I had to, like that was a big change, right? Like I was out there for 8 years. Like I have a whole life over there still,
I know, that's
and I
crazy.
came here, and it's like now.
I think change is a good thing, but personally, I don't do well with change. Like I'm down for changing myself, of course, and like everything I can do to make myself better. But like when change happens around me, it kind of fucks with me. Like I don't know, the simplest things can like just throw me off. So I think change is always a good thing. Yeah, just keep it short. I think.
Speaking on that, if you have those problems in Woodland, let's say, and you don't work on those problems, if you want to move out somewhere else, you're taking all those problems with you. You need to sit down and vote and work on those before anything, because moving somewhere else isn't gonna make you forget about all of that. You're bringing that shit with you wherever you go.
That's true.
Little juicy, little
Yeah.
spicy.
Okay.
go
Yep. That was
See, one on the top of my head, do you think size matters?
Yeah, I don't fuck with a chode. Like I'm not gonna. Sorry. It is all about the whatever motion in the ocean. Like I know some guys can.
You gotta know what you're doing too.
Yeah,
you know?
but like
Gotta
I-
swim in.
You gotta know what you're doing.
physically, like if you're like this, I'm sorry, I'm not taking it. Sorry. When do you guys know when to make a move? Because yeah, like for example, at the gym, like I have hella guys staring at me all the time, and I'm like, okay, y'all are following me on Instagram, but like you don't wave at me at the gym, like you don't say what's up. So it's like, why are guys like that? Like, why do you send me a follow request on Instagram and then not even say what's up to me in person? Act like I don't even exist. Like,
It's because nowadays,
shy.
like if you go up to a girl, they're like, "What the fuck you doing? I'm here to
But
work
I-
out."
It's a
or-
weird ass.
I'm not
Yeah,
like
what
that.
the
Like
fuck?
people are so
always
fucking
But
awkward.
it's hard to
That's
tell,
like,
you know.
I know.
That's what I think in my head.
It's hard to
every
tell.
time,
Like
you know?
you expect that bit, like a guy's perspective that they already tried to get another girl from the gym and they got blown off because it's fucking weird. I'm here to work out. You're like,
Nah, I'm not. I know, like, you can't read anyone just by looking at their facial expressions. I do have, like, a RBF in the gym, but, like, I just hate the people, like, girls, too. Like, they follow me on Instagram, and then I see them out in public, and they, like, look down. Don't even say hi. It's like, you guys are fucking weird and awkward. Like, just say,
so
what's
you
up
wouldn't
to
you
me?
wouldn't be the one that started. You wouldn't throw like a little wink or something. You wouldn't.
I've waved at guys. I mean, like,
I see you staring.
yeah, like,
I'm right here.
yeah, I do that, to be honest. Like I said, I'm very straightforward. Like,
Okay, if you want them, you want them.
yeah, and, like,
That's a good thing though. It's probably a good trait being straightforward. See me,
I love it. Like,
I've lost confidence. I'm more shy, more mellow now. I used to be more like active. Oh no, I need liquid courage.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem. I need that. I don't know how you feel about that, but
I'm not a big drinker.
no. So like whenever we go out, like I'll be like shy at first, but then get a
you
couple
get it.
of
Tequila shots in Don Julio.
get a little bit down Julio.
No me gusta tequila.
No. Hey, fuck it. Tequila. We like tequila.
Buy some heme. No
Yeah, I'll take a shot.
You know what I mean?
Yourself like the jealous type. I think I am, but like into a certain way. Like once you start disrespecting or just being too flirty, then I'm like, all right, like what's going on here?
I mean, I think it all depends. Like, okay, for example, like, I don't ever want to be. I was the jealous type with my ex, but like, I don't ever want to be the jealous type unless you're giving me a reason to be.
Yeah.
Like, recently, last year actually, I talked to this one guy, and he was dark skinned, and my friend at the time started talking to a dark skin too, and like his name was the same as the one I was talking to.
Really?
And like at first I was like, bro, like it's a coincidence, like whatever, like she lives over in some other state, like you know, I live over here.
Yeah.
And this man's was like, oh, I think that's weird that your friend is dating the guy that's like looks like me and has the same name. Like, does she like me or something? And I was like, bro, you're making shit sus. And like I told my friend, and she was like, no, like that's weird. And I was like, yeah, it like seems like he likes you or something. Like he's obsessed with you, like, and he thinks that you're like obsessed with him, like he's too focused on that you I don't know. And so I cut him off for that reason, because I was like, I'm getting jealous, and like this is always gonna fucking bug me because that's my best friend, and like I think that you're thinking about my bestie, like fuck no. So if you give me a reason to be jealous, I'm gonna be jealous. Everyone has a jealous bone in their body.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
I think so.
Everyone's toxic,
I think that
everyone-
trait is awful. Like jealousy is bad. That's gonna eat you up. So
Oh, I think so too.
I agree with that. There's no need to be jealous. You know, if you're mine, you're mine.
you gotta trust.
No need to be jealous. You know, but if you start doing some shit that, you know, then it's not that I'm gonna be jealous. Obviously, I'm gonna start asking you questions. You know, but that is still jealousy. You know, but if you're not giving me no reason to, I'm not gonna be jealous because there's no point. You know,
Exactly.
obviously. You know, there's gonna be a couple guys one day. Let's say if you went to the fair with your girl, there might be some guy that whistles at her or something. You know, that's not jealousy if you.
That's
So
your girl.
yeah, like I mean, cause let's say this happened to me one time. You know, I went to where did I go? With my ex, I went somewhere. I forgot where I went, bro. But I was in the car with her. She was driving, you know, and then some guy was like, "Damn, you're fucking fine."
Dang.
You know, and I was like, "Yeah, that's my girl." You know,
Yeah.
like or yeah, something like that. You know, and then like my ex didn't say anything, you know, because that's not really being jealous, you know. That's sort of more saying like a guy can say anything they want to your girl. Like a guy could swipe up in your girl's DMs. The thing is, you're in bed with her every night. You know what I mean? There's barely in DMs. Why should you get jealous if you're already fucking her or you're still with her? You know, like why would you get jealous if they're barely texting her? She doesn't have to reply, you know. So that's the type of person I am.
I do have a question now. That brings up something. So, say that you are in a relationship and your girl, like, her DMs are still getting blown up, like, with compliments. I always just left them undelivered. My ex wanted me to, like, tell them that I was, like, taken. What do you guys think?
Living undelivered is more
Right?
than enough.
Like-
Unless if there's that one person who just keeps on
going.
instantly, you know, every day something. Okay, don't say shit, just block them. You know what I mean? That's the type of person I am. You shouldn't have. Don't even open the messages
no
because
reason to
I
be
feel
like,
like
I'm
a
taking-
girl opening the message still gives the guy a little bit of hope. You know what I
Yes,
mean? That
yes.
okay, fuck, she at least read my message. You know
Hey,
what I
fuck
mean?
it, keep going.
But if you see that
She didn't bring him
never
up.
opened my text, you know what I mean? You never know, bro. That's
Like, get
that's
the
a little
hint.
chance, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say as long as she left it undelivered, but like Javi said, if like he's like just like keep going, cause Javi said something on the last podcast where he was like, like I think cheating it's gonna start when you reply, cause you start
that's what I'm
feeding in,
saying.
you're feeding in,
Exactly.
you're feeding in, and then she's like, okay, cool, you know, there's other fishes in the sea now, and they start feeding in. So yeah, I do think like if you leave it undelivered, just we're good.
No,
Like,
it's because like the ratio of a guy trying to get a girl and a girl trying to get a guy is way off. Like,
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
wow.
A guy can have a hard time getting at a girl or multiple girls, you know.
Facts.
So then like you opening the text and still not replying is shit hope for a guy. You know what I mean? That's
Really?
like, god damn,
I
I'm
mean, I
jacking
guess
off tonight type of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
I guess it goes both ways. Honestly,
Don't see.
uncomfortable.
What about you, bro?
So let's say this. Can you tell like other girls like that, you know what I mean, like who are thinking that's gonna be uncomfortable, you know, we're just gonna be pinning them down, like it's not like that, you know what I mean? Like we're here just to have a good time and sort of give people our perspective of our lives, you know?
Yeah,
This is what the whole podcast is about.
I agree, and you guys are very respectful. You asked me what questions I wasn't okay with answering in the beginning, or you even wanted to ask, so I really appreciate that. So I don't think that there's any uncomfortability, you know what I mean, going on in here. So
Cool.
girls, get on here. It's a good one.
Do girls have a girl code?
For sure. And my ex's friends like try and like follow me and stuff. Like, do you think that's breaking the bro code?
Wait, your ex's
ex's
friends.
friends.
Oh yeah. He's probably doing it without telling you,
They'll swipe
without
up
telling him,
and
you know, like,
yeah.
but yeah, that's breaking bro code right there.
Cause like Javi has an ex and I never go follow her.
Fuck no.
Exactly.
Like,
Cause
that's
I've never
weird.
met her, so I
I
never
would
go
never
follow
follow
her.
Bro, if
my
anything, when
friends.
Javi got with this girl, I unfollowed her, bro. No?
See what I'm saying?
Come on, you know,
That's
real
good.
nigga.
And then like if like let's say Chava's talking to someone, it's off limits. I'm not gonna go and try to shoot my shot too. Or he's trying to shoot your shot.
Like why?
Exactly.
Like I don't even know the point.
I'm just not even attracted to him no more. I'm like, damn,
Yeah, like,
if
you
my
can
boy
have him.
hit, if my boy got with you, you know.
I don't even want to hit no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, what it is.
Old friends like either dated someone and then went for that same guy and like that's fucked. Like you
Yeah.
can't do that shit. And I would be telling them like don't do it. Like that's your friends. Like man, old man. Like it don't even matter. Like
Leave it alone.
And I would put it into her perspective. I said, me and you are besties. You know, that's still your friend. That's like you dating my ex. Like would you ever fucking do that? No. Okay, then why would you do that to still one of your friends? Like just because you're not as close to her does not mean that. Like it's just fucked. Like don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still friends with her?
Yeah, but
I mean, you know.
Yeah. I was gonna say like, when you still be friends
if
with
she
them,
did it to
or-
her, then she can easily do it to you. You feel me?
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No shade.
I don't know.
No. I mean, fellas, you guys have any more questions?
Bro, I think it's cool. Just tune in for the next podcast and we'll be back.
Do you have any questions?
I think I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, make sure you follow her on her
Oh,
socials.
Oh yeah, I don't even know my Instagram. I think it's I don't know. I'm like the first Gwen to pop up. So
we'll link it down the
Yeah, we'll
description.
link it in the
below.
description.
I appreciate it.
I mean, thanks a lot for coming on. It means a
Had
lot
good
to us.
time. Thank you guys.
I think, like I tell them, the hardest part of podcast is getting people on.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything else just runs pretty smooth. But
Yeah.
thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Once again, guys, cruise over at Toxic Kings. We got Chava, we got Gwen, we got Javi. Make sure to follow Javi, both of Javi's pages, elguerotints. Still go comment Chava, get an Instagram, and go follow Gwen back. And we'll see you guys.
Snapchat back.
And then post podcast every Thursday, mukbang every Monday, and then every Wednesday we're thinking of a video. But anyways, we'll see you guys next Thursday. We're out.
Yeah, baby girl, I got some toxic traits. Yeah, yeah. I never meant for it to be this way.